Look who we got here. I remember this audio out of thousands. That's my friend Elan in Spain. Easy America 5, Queen Boston, or to be precisely, Echo Alpha 5, Quebec Bravo. And I tell you one thing, he is not running an NFET antenna. Nothing against NFETs, I love the NFET antenna. He is not running a dipole.
It's about 40 meters. Can you believe that?
And I think this is the antenna that he is using right now. Boy, look at this. Oh, wow. Wow. This is, I think this is the Urban Beam by Stepper. I think Ultra Beam has a similar version to the Stepper Ultra Beam, not sure. Look at this vertical array. Wow. These ground radials, look at this. Boy, now you know why his signal is that strong and this loud. Massive, this is really big. So, yeah, Messi and Poloni, I agree. And a nice Mac loop antenna. Yeah, assembling the parts. Okay, that is my dream radio, the 60th anniversary model, 7850. Okay, enough seen. Fantastic, Elan, fantastic. So I'm wondering who he is talking to. If I might hear the other station, the QSO partner.
I changed the trailer, the two wheels, and there's the big wheels, The other two were good, so it's like 4 wheels, very, very big, like a truck one, And there is hydraulic things to take it off the ground, and that's what I did to keep the tire okay, It's a heavy, 8-tone is very, very heavy. So we'll see what's going to happen. I'm not sure yet. Even if I bring it here, I don't know where I'll put it. It's so big, it's crazy. So maybe have to find the site that I can put it. Maybe I put.
Very interesting. If it's about antennas and radios and amplifiers.
In the middle of nowhere, Roger. Oh yeah.
Oh.
That will be superb,
Another big signal.
In the middle of nowhere, no noise, nothing. Good takeoff and with a 40-meter tower. That's
I'm wondering who this is.
It's twice as high.
I do remember the voice, but I cannot remember the call sign. Maybe he is saying it. Maybe he's mentioning his call sign.
And the big antenna, one of the big step wires. That would be something. You could even put on full size 80-meter on top of it. Should work fine. A friend of mine has a 50-meter high tower with a 3-element 8-meter beam on top of it. It used to be a crane when he bought it and rebuilt it and did a lot of work on it. It's actually very nice. And he put the Create.
I love the noise reduction of the Kenwood.
And it works very fine. But the problem is, if anything happens, it's 50 meters up in the air and you don't have anything. You cannot lower it. You cannot do anything except climb up to it, or of course get a crane that goes so high, a mobile crane maybe, because there is not many lifts that would go so high. So, but he keeps his finger crossed. Nothing has happened so far, and it's still up there and working.
Please, sir, tell us your call sign. Would like to know.
Maybe
who you
the
are and where
rotator
you
or
at.
something, because that is not in the bottom of the antenna, it's in all the way up there. So, but of course, very nice. But that is also very heavy, like yours. It weighs a lot, and I wonder how they probably have a lot of rods on it to keep it stable when they have it raised up on that trailer. I guess I've seen smaller towers on trailers, but not.
They having a nice conversation. I like that.
That would be a sight, and of course very interesting if you could put up a container somewhere and a tower.
So, and this station doesn't run a dipole at all, or an end-fed antenna?
Where there are no noise at all. That would be fantastic. So, that's the story. Well, Elan, I see that the time is running here. I have to go to the store, and now I'm retired. I thought I could do whatever I want, but my wife is still working, so now she put a lot of work on me, of course. You can run that errand, and you can do that because, well, you're home. You need something to do, she says, so she's kind of working me, Elan, so I'm about to close down here and run a few errands. But I heard you, so I needed to give you a call. I haven't spoken to you in quite a while. It's such a big signal, and I told you I cannot just let it pass. So I'll put it back to you for another round, but as much as I would like to say, I'll have to run away, But as I said, you're sounding beautiful, wonderful signal, clean. That's what I like with some of you stations. There are
They both of them sounding clear and beautiful.
Especially because the
Yeah.
signal and clean audio. It doesn't have to be 5K. It doesn't have to be 4K. It can be 3 or less, but
Yeah, it's a 2.7K are just allowed. Some people forget about that, they don't care. They're talking about, yeah, I know I'm 5K wide, but my signal is sounding clear and clean, but they're splattering because they're too widebanded. So,
So, pick it up for the final, and I'll have to run away, and we're picking up another day on EA5QB, LA3XIA.
Yeah, beautiful sounding audio. I tell you that, Maurits, you sound really, really incredible. I remember the last time you worked with ASD, it was also incredible signal. And I'm talking audio-wise.
I didn't catch the call sign. M8? M8? I didn't really get it. Maurits, yeah. I need to remember, trying to remember what this call is. Maybe you're saying it again.
That cost a fortune, this microphone, so you're lucky to have it, it's very good. And about 4, 5, 6 kilohertz wide, people think the wider you
Those are fantastic, fantastic sounding audios and really, really, really clean signal.
So the whole idea is to have a very little bandwidth and to be sound good, So that's the whole thing.
Wow.
I had a lot of discussion with W2ONV when I was living in the US.
Yes, Uncle Bill. W2ONV. Thanks for mentioning Bill, Elan.
The whole idea is you can be 10 kilohertz wide and sound rubbish. And he was, I think, from 3 kilohertz. If you want 3.5, not more than that. But some people go and take it to the extreme.
Exactly. That's exactly the point, Elan. Thanks for mentioning that.
Go, my friend. Nice to hear you with such a big signal coming here, and hopefully we'll meet you maybe up 10 meters the next time. So the conditions are very poor,
A very, very pleasant QSO.
on these bands, and
Nice to listen. Thank you so much, Elan and Maurice.
It was affecting some of the communication and electricity around the stateside, I think, area in some states. So I don't know if we getting some kind of...
Wow, this is over 10 minutes recording already.
Hopefully it will get better.
10 minutes and 17.
Hopefully it will get better. So enjoy, and we'll talk to you later. Hopefully you get very busy over the summer.
Very, very good. The sun is peeking through.
It's a good choice.
Overcasted sky, a little bit hazy sky. Temperature is 10 degrees Charlie. It's chilly outside.
Make sure you done it right, because it costs a lot to crane it up the tower.
Local time is before 11 a.m.
Mine is not possible to tilt. It's too heavy. And I didn't want to tilt because it's not possible where I am to tilt the whole thing down. So it's going up and down. Oh, that's the tower here. 73, Maurits. And see you later. LA3XIA, EA5 Queen Bravo. Have a good day. See you later. Nice to hear you. Over.
Same to you, Elan. I haven't even turned my beam towards you. Actually, I usually beam about 201 degrees when I'm talking to you. It's still on 180. So, must be very good conditions. So, I didn't bother doing anything. I thought I was on 200 degrees, but I wasn't. So I'm 20 degrees off, and that's quite a lot because my angle is very narrow, so it must be good conditions and good signals, of course, between us. 73, Elan, I'm sure we're talking before. I'm sure I'm going to talk to you on the band before the antenna is up, because I don't think I have time to do anything with it at least until July. So it's still some time with my antennas up. 73 is always a pleasure, and I agree, 6 kilohertz is too much, 10 is even worse.
Definitely.
I'm usually running 4, sometimes 3, but most of the time on 4, but I'm also using the pure signal, so it's quite...
Yeah.
4 is 4, actually. 73, have a good one, and see you further down the log. Elan, stay healthy until next time. EA5QB, LA3XIA, often QSY, and QRT. Bye-bye. 1 second before you go, I forgot to ask you. Remember
Yeah, Maurits. I remember I talked to him. Let me check. Look, this is his shack. The TS950 SDX, and there's my old ACOM 1000. That was the only ACOM amplifier that I ever owned. The first version of the ACOM 1000. Very, very nice amplifier. With a single GU74 Baker. Let me check my QSZ.com logbook. Yeah, I walked them on 20 meters and we had a long QSO, I remember. Yeah. Very, very fantastic. Very, very fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for listening to UQSO. I hope you don't mind that I upload that on my YouTube channel.
That's probably the reason. Lot to do, with another antenna.
I think this is interesting to watch and to listen to people who were not ear witnessing on their shortwave receivers or shortwave transceivers. So happy Tuesday, Elan and Maurits. Your friend Günter, DK5 ONV from home. Have a great day.
Whiskey 1 Charlie Mike Hotel. Whiskey 1 Mike Charlie Hotel. Give me a call again.
I hear the Whiskey 1 very weak in the noise.
Still there, Whiskey 1 Mike Charlie Hotel.
Not really copying him.
I will hear you, but
7-3, everybody. Have a great day.